Okay, we are back Friday night. Hey, Graham, you still on the phone or you leave me already?
I'm here, buddy.
All right, cool. Now, what made you want to record that John Lennon tribute song, Gather Round, which I absolutely love as being a longtime John Lennon fan?
Yeah, for sure. I actually, it was an inspiration. I really liked that song, Across the Universe, and kind of what it was speaking about. And just, I've also, developed this really good influence from him and the Beatles, from being raised with them and my family and just growing up with it. And I also, felt that he really, what I was trying to do and what I felt about, these messages that I'm putting into the music, I felt that I wanted to continue on from, where he left off with doing his humanitarian efforts and otherwise, and just helping out the world and changing it and trying to make a difference. And so I made a tribute to him and quoted just that, you probably hear just that Jai Guru part in the Across the Universe song. It's 5 notes that I quote. And everything else is original and whatever in the song, but it's just like a tribute to him and gather around and hold hands, come together, save the earth. And it's like a green song, which I think is really important these days with our environment and really coming together and making a difference, especially with, the oil spill that just happened and a lot of environmental disasters that are happening all the time that are mostly, man-made errors, but that we can all kind of come together and help out with. And I think this is a great thing to do. And
That's
wrote that
cool.
song. So.
Now, this is really awesome because Scope is really into, charitable work. We work with the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes for the troops. And you're donating proceeds from the album to various charities. What makes these charities special and important to you, and what made you decide to do that?
I think that through the messages in the songs that I was talking about and some of the other ones, that they whatever they were speaking about in these messages that I really believe in, that I'm tied to. For example, gather round, and I really believe in saving the world and really helping out in any way possible, whether it's donating money to Greenpeace, like is one of the organizations on there that I really think does a good job, and they're out there patrolling the waters and helping out with the oceans and the environment and saving the endangered species and really making a difference there. So that was one of the things. And then one other thing that I just spoke to Planned Parenthood of Illinois. There's a song on the album called Choice, and it's about I'm obviously I don't know who wouldn't be pro-life. That's not the issue. It's like I love life. Life is great. I'm all about it. But the thing is that in the song, which can get controversial, which I'm probably sparking some controversy right now, but is that it's something I really believe in, and I think that everyone should have the right to choose in anything and our freedoms and what we really stand for, especially and I know it's kind of odd me being a male standing up for women's rights, but I think it goes beyond that. A lot of people don't understand that they just see it as it's an abortion thing or whatever, but it's really not. It's about education and awareness and teaching our youth and the next generations and our current generations that they don't have to be afraid, that they understand what they're getting themselves into, and that they always have a choice, and it is their responsibility, but that they have the tools. And Planned Parenthood provides clinics all over in every single state in the United States where people can go get free checkups, and they also do men too. As far as clinics and everything, men can go in there, and I don't think a lot of people realize that as well. But I'm teaming up with one in Illinois, and they are going to be present at my CD release show at Martyrs in Chicago on October 15th, and they're donating some of the sales proceeds to them for coming out, and we're going to link up, and I think that's huge to partner with a great nonprofit like that, because they do make a difference in a lot of people's lives, and I think it's awesome. And if you listen to the lyrics and the song Choice, it's pretty apparent what's going on.
Mm.
And a couple of the other ones, I think there was the American Cancer Society's personal with my grandpa, who basically was an influence in getting me into starting the bass. Upright bass was his favorite instrument, and he died of pancreatic cancer when he was pretty young. So that was something that I felt strong, and I felt like it could help a lot of other people. And it's just a rampant thing that runs through life and humans and beyond in general, that we can always keep continuing to research and better in that area. So yeah, that's some of the main ones and the messages in there.
Pretty cool. Now, Graham, what do you think when your album comes out, when Lucid comes out, and it's got such substance, and it's competing with the manufactured pop of, not to hate on Katy Perry, but we could say Katy Perry or Keisha, where they're really, I don't even know if they're selling music more so than they're just selling their, cup size. What is your view on that? And I see that, I don't know how long that will last for. What is your views on that?
Well, my views, in all honesty, is I really can't stand that stuff. I think it's manufactured. Part of the reason in the 60s and 70s, which I keep bringing up, is that, there was Led Zeppelin, Hendrix, the Beatles, Floyd, and all these bands that were just legendary, stand the test of time bands, which most people would agree with, is because of the technology. There wasn't the technology to go back and edit and cover up all your mistakes, and people that don't have a lot of talent these days are getting away with it. Like, for example, the whole lip-syncing incident with Ashley Simpson and all these other stars out there, and these people in society, they go to it because it's an escape. It's like this materialistic thing, and it's a reflection of our society and how our society musically, I think, has been dumbed down a lot. And I think that it's just, it's not going to last. And with the way our world is going, there are going to be some major, massive events that are going to happen that are going to change people's ways of thinking and hopefully make them appreciate the things that really matter in their life. When they die, are they going to take their money or their sex to their grave? No, they're going to take what they made a difference on this earth in people's lives and how they impacted their lives and their own lives. And I think that it's something that I'm trying to do is be more virtuous in that aspect and really put good messages out there and bring back organic music with people really playing live instruments that have talent, that have worked hard at it and really can connect with that. And some of the bands that are now still doing that I feel have carried on that torch are bands that have great messages like Pearl Jam, Radiohead, some of these more cutting edge bands that are out and they're big, they're mainstream, yet they're not in that. I would never group them into that super pop, thing that's happening right now, like you mentioned. But yeah, I can't really stand a lot of that stuff. I think it's really fake and covered up by a lot of technology when it's just, how would that sound with them and, a live band, no auto-tune, and just live without anything on it? I think, most of it would probably suck, but I think it would sound a lot better that way too with organic instruments.
It's funny too because Katy Perry's album sold, I think, about 200,000 copies the first week. But if you think about it, there's 300 million people in the United States. So yeah. That's really not a lot. So it's time for a change. And I don't want to be picking on Katy Perry, but, she's the one doing it right now. So,
yeah.
But I actually find her husband, Russell Brand, to be an absolute genius. So I guess it goes both ways,
Yeah, I mean, they have the marketing sense and the business sense, and they obviously really know how to get to people and do it. It all depends. What I'm doing, I feel that can really change. Yeah, I'm making some controversy, but I'm bringing it even outside music. This is more of just the human condition in general.
That's right. Well, listen, we got about 30 seconds left.
Of life.
I hate to cut you off, my brother, but I got about 30 seconds left. You got 30 seconds, Graham. Let the Scope listeners know all over the world what's coming up for you. Where can we follow you online? We literally have 25 seconds, and then we go into commercial.
Okay. I have a CD release show at Martyrs in Chicago on October 15th. You can come check that out. MartyrsLive.com is where you can get tickets. And then after that, I'm planning other showcases, but you can reach me on the web at www.grahamzach.com, and it's spelled GRAHAMCZACH. And you can follow me on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook as well, and it's very accessible. Just plug my name in Google search, and I'll come up everywhere. So you can, and I'm on iTunes and all the digital downloads as well.
Awesome. Well, this was absolutely incredible. Scope TV, we're about to kick off. It's beautiful out here in New England. The weather is beautiful. We're going to go enjoy this. Graham, we can't thank you enough. You are an incredibly talented and exciting musician, and we hope to see you a lot more here on Scope TV.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.